Okay. What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon Kindle and Create Space. A link will be in the description box below, as usual. This video is entitled The Problem with Being Vindictive. Um, there are people out here who get upset. And when they get upset, they want revenge. And when they want revenge, they do things that they feel are justified because they're mad. But for some odd reason, they forget that they have consequences for their actions when they're mad. And even if they feel justified. And there's a difference, you see, how can I say this? There's a difference between self-defense and premeditated murder. Self-defense is when something happens to someone tries to attack you and you fight them off and you might have to kill them. That's self-defense. Premeditated murder is when you are in your own head by yourself and you're so mad that you become vindictive to the point where you plan to kill somebody. And if you see it through, you actually kill them. So they didn't know it was like that until they died, right? Or to their last moment. And that becomes the problem when I say it's the problem with being vindictive. Because you got people out here who, in their own mind, they feel like they're right when they're going too far. And when you feel like you're right when you're going too far, and you're thinking it out like, yeah, they deserve it. I should do this, and you forget something. You forget that does the means justify the ends? Like, when you go and do harm this person, it's not just going to be the way you see it in your mind. There's going to be other ramifications. There's going to be another fallout. What you do to this person because you're vindictive will affect other things in this person's life that you didn't, quote unquote, intend to do, but you set everything in motion. So just because you set out to hurt this person, it doesn't mean it won't harm other people in their lives, and it won't scar other people in that life, and it won't change the trajectory of other people's lives. And that's what I mean, the problem with being vindictive. Like, sometimes I've noticed people who are vindictive have this lost glaze of irresponsibility when you say, yeah, you were mad, you went after this person, but that affected this in my life. And that's your fault because you put this in motion. And they're like, but I just got back at that person. I didn't mean for this to happen in this way. And that's the problem. See, once you decide to take it there, out of anger, out of spite, out of revenge, you have to also cut this bullshit off. I don't listen to no stupid shit like that. You have to also go into the idea that, how can I say, that you're responsible for the other things too. The other things. You took somebody's life, and it's gonna cost you your life in jail. But I feel like I was in the right by taking their life. But that's what you felt. You took their life already. You got your revenge. But the fallout is now these other people that are affected by their life, they need retribution. They need justice. And the justice for you is you're going to jail for life or, the death penalty. But people who are vindictive don't think that far. and I'm using that as an extreme example. I know. So, like, I wrote a book on non-custodial parenting, right? Like when you're vindictive, and I've seen vindictive parents create a beef between a parent and a child, and they feel like they got their revenge by creating this wedge between a parent and child. But there's gonna come a point where that child needs that parent. Oh, and you didn't intend for your sabotage to affect your child's life when they're really in need, and especially of that other parent. Like, this is what I mean. There are people who say, and I don't want to use it this way, but I got to right now. I am the mother and the father, right? I am the alpha and the omega in this parenting relationship. So I'm gonna do my best and create this toxic environment and create parental alienation and make it a norm. And I'm gonna protect my child from this person because I'm vindictive and I don't like this person. But you introduce your child to predators in the meantime, because these other people in your life know that you not only did you alienate your child from that parent, you alienated that child's protection, because you're too blind, and you're not thinking that while you're being vindictive, somebody's taking advantage of your ignorance. So now your child is subject to get victimized. But when your child becomes a victim to something else or somebody that you brought in, then it's like, but I didn't mean to have him in this situation. I just meant to get revenge by using the child as a pawn in this situation. You see, that's a problem. There are people who have relationships with people and they want to be vindictive. I love you, we together, but you did something that hurt my feelings, so I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna go from 0 to 100, and I'll show you. And then they do something, whether it's abuse, whether it's theft, whether it's sabotage, whether it's cheating. They go out and they do something, and they take it too far. And when they take it too far, and I hurt them. I look at them. They crying. They suffering. Yes, this is what I wanted. And then that person slowly gets back to themselves, and they're like, "Wait, why did you did this to me? We done." First of all, and then it's like, whoa. I just wanted you to feel the pain that I felt when you did X, Y, and Z. You're like, wait. When I said this or did this, it hurt your feelings. Yes. So you did this as a form of revenge. Yes. Now, how are these things on the same plane? What I did was not out of spite. It was not to do you in. It was not out of hate towards you. I just did something and we had a disagreement because I did you wrong. Sorry. I apologize. I tried to fix it. Sorry. Or I didn't apologize and didn't try to fix it. Sorry. But it caused you to take it all the way here. And now that I had to suffer from that, now you think it's all hugs and kisses? No, we done. I don't ever want to see you again in my life. But wait, you forgive me. What about the love? There's no love. Because you are that vindictive that you took something that you broke all trust, all love, boundaries and barriers just because you were that hateful in your heart. We done. And then people are like, whoa. And that's why I said that's the problem. That's a problem with being vindictive, because vindictive people actually think they're getting even when they're really instigating a war. And because you decided to instigate a war, because you felt slighted. Like I've met a lot of people who in time, after they've calmed down and decompressed in a situation, and they can sit down and be objective about the situation, they'll say to themselves, like, and they'll say to other people, I shouldn't have did all that. That was, like, there's no coming back from that. Like, because what happens is, to get a person really quick, say, okay, what if that such and such did X, Y, and Z, or the exact same thing, or something, or make it something similar? What if they did it to you? Well, I'll do this, I'll do that, I'll be done with them. Okay, this is why they do this, and this is why they do that, and that's why they done with you. But wait, I was justified in my feelings, and I wanted my revenge to make me whole again. Well, you got your revenge, and it made you whole again. They don't have to be around you after that, though. They don't have to still trust you after that. They don't have to still like you after that. They don't have to still love you after that. They don't have to. They can forgive you, but they don't have to forgive and forget. They can forgive you and never speak to you ever again in life. And vindictive people seem to not think that, once you throw your revenge and your spite and your angst out in the world, you don't control the outcome of it. You don't get to pick and choose, the ramifications. You don't get to say, I get to tear you down, but only this much. I spurge you, I put you on blast to all the friends and family, but if it went viral, I didn't mean it to take it that far. I just wanted to get you in this circle. Who knew it was going to blow up? You don't get to do all that. Because you don't control the outcome. And the problem with being vindictive is vindictive people actually think they control the outcome because they're so spiteful that they don't look at the big picture. They're short-sighted. And on the flip side of that, when it's all said and done, people say, okay, if you're willing to do all of this, because whatever the outcome is, no matter how small or how big, right? No matter how can I say this? No, it doesn't really matter if a few people know or if a bunch of people know. If they know you did it, all the people who aren't even involved in your revenge take a step back from you and like, you know what? Because you're too easily offended. Or you take things too far. So why would I even associate myself with you after this? Because now you've got a scarlet letter that would be a V, on your chest because of vindictive. And it's like, that's all right, because we don't know what your triggers are, because you don't know what's gonna set you off, what's not. I don't have the time to figure out what's justified. I don't care about your mood swings. I don't care about none of that. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna leave you alone. And then vindictive people wonder why nobody messes with them. Like, that's part of the reason why, you have people who fall out with their family and their friends and they're just out there by themselves and nobody even helps them. You're like, why you don't have nobody that really care about you? It's because they were vindictive and they didn't think about the fallout of it. And now nobody can care. People could care less because whatever happens to you, they figure you deserve it because you're out here being spiteful as a norm. So I'm done with this one. We out, man. Y'all have a good night.